Nice That You Looking At, So Long, London, is a song by the American singer-songwriter Taylor Swift from her 11th studio album, The Tortured Poets Department, 2024. She wrote and produced the track with Aaron Dessner. A down-tempo chamber pop and synth pop tune, So Long, London, is set over to 4/4 house beats and has a piano and synthesizer instrumentation. Its lyrical content concerns a failed romance and explores a narrator processing the fallout and its aftermath. In reviews of The Tortured Poets Department, a number of critics picked So Long, London as a highlight and applauded the heartbreaking lyrics and Swift's songwriting, but a few others found it lyrically uninventive. The track peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Global 200 and charted within the top 10 in many countries. It also received a platinum certification in Australia and a silver certification in the United Kingdom. Taylor Swift started working on The Tortured Poets Department immediately after she submitted her 10th studio album, Midnights, to Republic Records for release in 2022. She continued working on it in secrecy throughout the US leg of the Eras Tour in 2023. The album's conception took place around the time the media reported that Swift's 6-year relationship with the English actor Joe Alwyn had ended. She described it as her lifeline album, which she really needed to make. Republic Records released The Tortured Poets Department on April 19, 2024. It was her 9th album release within the last 5 years. Track 5 on the album, So Long, London, received particular fan interest prior to the album's release, because Swift had said that each of her album's track 5 was its most vulnerable and emotionally intense. On August 20, 2024, Swift performed an acoustic version of So Long, London at the final London show of the Eras Tour. Swift wrote and produced So Long, London with Aaron Dessner. It is a down-tempo chamber pop and synth pop song that is set to 4/4 house beats. The track opens with Swift's multi-tracked vocals singing the title that, according to the Financial Times' Ludovic Hunter Tilney, evoke the ringing bells of London. Cosmopolitan's Samantha Olson commented that they were reminiscent of a church choir. The song is then instrumented by trembling synths and soft piano against a muted electronic soundscape. Olson thought that the beat has a heartbeat feel that evokes Swift's past songs, Wildest Dreams, 2014, and You're Losing Me, 2023. While Sinead O'Sullivan of The New Yorker wrote that the production exhibited some elements from Call It What You Want, or Dress, songs from Swift's 2017 album Reputation. Jason Lipschutz of Billboard wrote that the elastic synths sound like a shaking tightrope, while there are occasional, understated, piano, and ghostly harmonies. Alexis Petridis of The Guardian wrote that the production builds up to a climax that never actually comes. In the lyrics, the narrator details a love gone wrong. The ex-partner is portrayed as cold and disinterested. Every breath feels like rarest air when you're not sure if he wants to be there, and the narrator laments. You left me at the house by the heath. You sacrificed us to the gods of your bluest days, referencing the London area of Hampstead Heath. They portray Swift's character carrying the weight of the rift. Her white-knuckle dying grip holding to your quiet resentment and her resentment. I'm pissed off you let me give you all that youth for free. She tries to save the relationship to no avail. After processing the aftermath of a breakup, she bids goodbye to a partner and a community she once considered home. The verses, although set to a 4/4 time signature, contain continuous triplets that slice each measure into a feel of a 12/8 time signature. I stopped trying to make him laugh. Stop trying to drill the safe. And I'm pissed off you let me give you all that youth for free. For so long, London. The narrator eventually abandons the relationship with the lyric, "I stopped CPR, after all it's no use. The spirit was gone, we would never come to." Alyssa Bailey of Elle and Mahira Bonner of Cosmopolitan contended that it was a reference to "You're Losing Me." By the song's conclusion, Swift accepts her reality. "So long, London, had good run. A moment of warm sun. But I'm not the one." Bailey and Elena Nicolau of Today.com thought that the lyrics alluded to Swift's breakup with Alwyn. Olsen and Pitchfork's Shard D'Souza described the track as an antithesis to London Boy, 2019, a track about Swift's infatuation for an Englishman. Some critics contended that the track was emotionally heartbreaking and picked it as one of the best tracks on the Tortured Poets department. Will Hodgkinson of The Times gave the song a 5-star rating and wrote, "Heartfelt, tender and poetic. This is a real tearjerker." Neil McCormick from the Daily Telegraph described the track as a sumptuously sad and gorgeous, lyrically forensic dissection of a fading romance. Hunter Tilney and the BBC's Mark Savage acclaimed the track as one of the best songs Swift had released. The former praised how Swift recounts a doomed love affair, with sorrow and coiled anger, and the latter deemed it as being up there with the best things ever written. Lipshutz ranked "So Long, London" 4th out of the 31 tracks on the double album edition, describing the lyrics as raw honesty. Other critics commented on the production. Hunter Tilney found it to be a beautifully chilly electronic landscape. And the Irish Times's Finn McRedmond praised Swift's vocals for having an irresistible buttery quality, and thought they were best utilized in a lower vocal register. Mesfin Fekadu from The Hollywood Reporter highlighted the soft, electropop beat. Olsen picked "So Long, London" among the 5 best album tracks, highlighting both the heartbreaking lyrics and the relenting production. Josh Kerp from Uproxx said it was a chilling addition to the track 5 canon. Less enthusiastic reviews opined that "So Long, London" was lyrically uninventive. The Scotsman's Fiona Shepherd praised the tasteful beats, but said that the song succumbed to same old business as usual. Mary Kate from the AV Club opined that the CPR imagery was repetitive from "You're Losing Me," but arguing that this wouldn't be a detriment had Swift allowed for more time between her hyper-productivity with successive album releases. Pitchfork's Olivia Horn thought that the lyrics used ineffective metaphors such as the 5 different causes of death. Grace Byron of Paste said the song's chorus lacked the emotion Swift normally showcases, but thought that it was one of the better produced songs on the album. When the album was released, 9 of its tracks occupied the top 10 of the Billboard Global 200. "So Long, London" debuted and peaked at number 4 on the chart, where it extended Swift's top 10 entries to 33 in the United States. The track opened at its peak of number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song, alongside 13 tracks from the album, made Swift the first artist to monopolize the top 14 of the Hot 100. In Australia, "So Long, London" reached number 4 on the ARIA Singles Chart and made her the artist with the most entries in a single week with 29. This is the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.